I'm here in Alderson, West Virginia, along the banks of the Greenbrier River, which is a beautiful river, by the way. I was told the river is completely dried up, and according to some Facebook posts, it looked like it's completely dried up, but that's not the case. You can still see a lot of water in the river. Even though it's really low, it's not dried up. In a minute, I'll talk a little bit about history of that bridge in the background. Alderson has a lot of history. I need to learn more of the history of Alderson, so I could do a better walking tour video. But that bridge, when it was built in 1914, it's the longest reinforced concrete earth-filled arch bridge in the state of West Virginia, which is my home state, by the way, for just in case anybody don't know this. But I'm sure if you follow me on YouTube already, y'all already know this, because I'm always filming something in Raleigh and Fayette County within a short drive from my house. But here's the video clip from on the bridge itself. Built in 1914. It's now, I forget the names down here because it says the name. I pointed out in the sign though, because this bridge was built to connect the two counties. Literally Alderson, because the city was in Monroe and Greenbrier counties. The original bridge connected was 1882, which is interesting because Alderson actually dates back to the 1778. So 2 years after America became a nation, Alderson, West Virginia was established, which I think is really cool that it's a city here in West Virginia that old. Close to my house. Well, I wouldn't say close to my house. It takes over an hour to get there. Now, Harper's Ferry is really old too, which I hope to get there sometime this year. I want to get there. Can't say I will, can't say I won't, but I plan to. Sorry if I think I moved the camera a little bit too much here. But over here's that sign which I stopped and read a little bit on. It talks about Brick Top Smith. Apparently he's a famous African-American jazz singer that grew up in here and traveled to a lot of different places, even Paris and New York, and Rome, New York. Yeah, and he grew up here in Alderson, West Virginia, which I think is so cool. Now, I did goof up a little bit in the sign here. I was trying to point out the Monroe County side and the Greenbrier County side. Apparently, I should have held the camera still for a few seconds because you see the Greenbrier County side, but then you see the Monroe County side, which I only didn't get enough of it for you to read. I'll walk over this way. I just know there's two people start screaming and cussing a minute ago. The guy in the truck rams up the engine and takes off right in the middle of the video, so I have to edit that out. The crazy stuff people do. I think this place is an old cannery at one time, from what somebody's told me. Yep, there's the train. The lights just started flashing. Meant to get from over there by the station. Oh well. Old wooden Chesapeake Ohio station. Oh, cool. Wasn't expecting that. I don't even think they're stopping. Maybe they are. Yeah, they're stopping. Look. I was actually expecting one of the older engines on here. Was not expecting that engine. Alderson and Thurman are both black spots for Amtrak. This is interesting that both locations are actually flag stops. Sorry about that little gap in the video, but people were acting crazy and I cannot put that kind of language in my YouTube videos. But I did leave the audio in that clip for the train because I wanted people to hear the train. Now, a lot of these buildings were built in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Which is interesting. Apparently, and because of the craziness, I think I lost a video clip of the bank, the old bank building. I'll be back here before winter kicks in. Probably in October I'll be back and do a better video. Of course, it might be closed October by the time you see this video. Because I got so many videos going up already. But that place is a laundromat and barber shop. That building's a little awning out. I thought it's kind of cool. And there's two really old houses. I think those houses date back to sometime in the mid-1800s. There is a few places here that dates back to the late 1700s. I can't remember which ones because I remember looking at it on the West Virginia Property Viewer. Of course, that was a while back when I looked at that. And it's a couple of houses because all the brick buildings are late 1800s and early 1900s. And that's the old Alderson station. I like to point out a fun fact though. There's not very many Chesapeake and Ohio stations left. Around I know of wooden Chesapeake and Ohio stations. Let me correct myself. Very many wooden ones because there's one in Alderson, there's one in Thurman, and there's one in Raleigh. Three that I know of that's made out of wood that's built by Chesapeake and Ohio that's still standing. There's a lot of block buildings built by Chesapeake and Ohio, brick and stone. Well, mostly brick, but only 3 wooden ones. This one in Thurman, you probably see in a lot of my videos because I'm always filming Thurman. Prince is a nice brick building, even though it's built by Chesapeake and Ohio, it's brick. Oh, by the way, on the railway companies, there's one in Golly Bridge that's built by New York Central back in the day, and there's one in Oak Hill, West Virginia, along the White Oak Rail Trail that's built by the Virginian back in the day. I think there's one a few miles up the road from Golly Bridge that somebody told me about. I'd like to go see that's supposed to be built by New York Central. On that place I pointed out is an Airbnb. By the way, if you enjoy my videos, please like and subscribe to Waldo's Trains here on YouTube.